Good morning, everybody. How was everybody's weekend? I hope any Americans watching survived Independence Day. I hope your fur babies survived it. All those fireworks going off. And welcome to what is obviously the long dark, as usual. So, where are we? Well, Will Mackenzie has made it to Hunter's Lodge in the Broken Railroad, and now needs to hunt for lunch. Actually, he needs to warm up first and then hunt for lunch, and then hunt for everything else that he can possibly get his hands on, up to and including a bear on the lake. Because I need skins. I need rabbit skins, I need wolf skins. A bear skin's nice, but I need the meat. I mean, you get the general idea. I need absolutely everything. And one of the reasons for being here is a possible jump off into the zone of contamination for woodworking tools. So, let's be about it and see whether my memory of where I was is more or less correct. Yeah, I spent entirely too much time outdoors trying to lure that wolf into a position where I could shoot it. There were two wolves on that lake. One of them is hopefully dead over there, and the other one is down there. Unfortunately, it seems standing on the roof of the car works still, and with a bit of judicious positioning, I can persuade the wolf to come and try and eat me. What have I got in terms of food? Not a huge amount. At least I've got plenty of water. So we shall attempt to warm up. As you can see, there has been some arrangement of things. Do I have? I did bring the trunk down. Yay. I need to collect all the cloth. I need to do some mending. You know, you get the general idea. I do have plenty of matches for a change, but you can see why I need the wolf skin. Do I have a wolf skin yet? Or am I utterly bereft? Nope, there's a deer hide. And some fresh gut. So I just need to warm up. That would be a good thing. Let's see if, in fact, the other wolf is still registered as dead. 13. Yep, it's dead. So I just need to warm up a bit. Let's just... There we go. Actually, I'm going to need the wood, aren't I? Right, let's go and see if we can... I should eat. Let's eat my carrots. Yeah, I would first of all need to find out where the other wolf is. But the point is well taken. Where is it? I really need this wolf dead too. I'm not going to be able to get a free fire out of this, am I? I will check anyway, just to be on the safe side. I would. Nope. Where did it go? Yeah, I haven't forgotten. But the simplest thing is simply go across the ice and hope I can provoke it. Unfortunately, it is not cold here, so there's ptarmigan over there. That's nice. I'm actually going to make... Oh. I can't make a torch. E. Did I have... I didn't bring oil with me. Oh, I did bring oil with me. Why can't I make a torch? Huh. How weird. What have I not got on me? I've got enough sticks. I've got... Do I have cloth? I don't have cloth. This is why I should always carry some cloth on me. Let's have a nice fresh torch. Alright. Oh, there he is. So the other wolf, with luck, is actually over here. So let's see if we can do a Eugene and get it into position. Especially seeing as this one seems to want to run away from me. Oh. Is that where the wolf died? It is. Oh no, that's a deer. Oh, that's useful. Oh, he really doesn't want to be lured into position, does he? Yeah, my best guess is the other wolf, which was last seen headed over that way, is exactly where those... Yeah... No? Okay, this isn't where the wolf died. Well, there's only so many places where the thing can go. I can hear cawing off to... Ha! Oh, no. That's another body. Oh, it's the same body. Oh, I am just going to have to go and tempt... Where did it go? I mean, there's only... This is actually a fairly limited area. Okay, so I guess we're going after this wolf, and... It does show that the statistics do show that it's dead. I need to harvest that deer anyway, so... Come here, Wolfie. Mhm. Come here, wolf. Come here. Come here and be eaten.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Yeah. Moment I realised he was near the rabbits, I did wonder whether I would get that opportunity. Oops. Technically, I don't have to worry too much about that, given that everything should be safely dead around here, except for a wolf way off in that corner. Oh, I've got to drink water.
Too heavy.
Yeah, there's a good chance this is going to go out. See if we can. Yeah, feathers and everything.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Any more feathers? Yes. I still want to know where that other... yeah, it's a good idea. I've forgotten about the deer. I still want to know where that other wolf went. Like I say, it shows up as dead, but... Oh. Yeah. Guess we're not going to get that. Is there a way I can cross that area without putting the torch out? No. Apparently not. Yes, I know. Yeesh. Thought I said... Somebody told me I wouldn't need the crowbar. Is that the other wolf? It is getting chilly. I think I just spotted the other wolf, maybe. The dead one. What do we think? Is that a campfire or another wolf? I may at this rate have to leave this till tomorrow, which is not desirable. Oh, there's the other wolf. There's my other arrow. We are not sheltered here. I'm going to have to come back for this tomorrow. No shelter, no way of staying warm while I harvest everything. No. No. Trapped. What I could do is, if I quarter it... I don't have enough time. I think if I try and quarter this... How long would it take me to quarter it with the hacksaw? 1 hour. No, I don't have an hour. I don't have an hour. Not at that temperature. Eugene, it'll kill me if I do that. Pretty good chance it'll kill me. Oh! Yeah, that's what I did. I'm still not in a... Yeah, I'm just going to have to dash back.
Time to look for shelter.
I'll come back in the morning. Yeah, pushing my luck a bit. Yeah, I had considered just the meat. I remember the last time I did something like that and it killed me. But granted, a bit luckier on this occasion. Yeah, I was just concerned that I would misjudge how long it was going to take. And then snow sort of stopped. I'm just going to go grab the fat. Because I might want to make oil.
Might have to drop some gear.
Right. Progress. It's not too cold, actually. I'm just curious to see. I'm very glad they don't do a whole icy rock situation. Yeah, you can sometimes see the bear from up here. Because his cave is, I think, over that. It's either over there or more or less below me. I can't remember which. Oh. Don't do that to me.
Drop something.
You know, that thumbnail's not a bad interpretation of this of the hunting lodge.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Okay. Let's see. So I've got a bit of time where I won't have that wolf around, which is good. I thought I repaired that. This, I mean. Shame you can't repair your arrows, to be honest with you.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Well. Is it? It is always nice to have decent torches, it has to be said. Why doesn't it show up as crafting material? Let's see. Oh, I forgot to say hello, Officer Nasty. Sorry, for some reason I just saw the comment and assumed it was somebody that wasn't new. Hello. Right, all we got to do now is hope. As usual, we hope that the weather's going to be in my favor. Yeah. Mm. At least I don't have to worry about taking screenshots anymore. I wish I could say it saves me time, but it means at least during the run I don't have to have permanently in the back of my mind. Oh yeah, no, I know I was thinking more or less the same thing. Too far away. Oh, come on. Ah. Let me just move things. Okay, you're not gonna let me move the bed? Alright, I'll worry about that later. What's not letting me move the bed? Oh, is it the grandfather clock? Okay. I needed something to do when the lights were out. Yep. I know, there's loads of stuff to do while it's dark and I'm not sleeping. Then you would have the problem, how did it survive the coronal mass event? Where to get the batteries from?
Something's gotta go.
So we got a deer and another wolf, which is nice. And that looks like we could have a free fire, doesn't it? Yeah. No, don't have enough sunlight at the moment. Let's give it a bit while I go and destroy a few things. I don't think it's going to let me just light a fire, is it? Oh, it is. Look at that.
Come on. Come on. That's done.
Am I going to be able to walk over there?
Can't feel my hands.
This is a bit nip and tuck. Let's see if we can get a fire going that's going to be enough to keep me warm while I harvest this thing.
Damn. I'm freezing.
This is not the best position to do this in. But we'll try it anyway. I don't think it's going to work. Come on. Oh, you're kidding me. Are you seriously going to tell me you're not going to let me light a fire on the slope, or try? Oh, I see. Let's try by the deer. Nope, deer's not going to work either. Yeah, you're not going to let me do that. Okay, warm up ptarmigans. Yeah, let's just warm up a bit. It's okay, that fire should be alright if I don't go too long. Oops. Nope. Oh, don't tell me I scared them away. Yeah, I know, acorns. Well, it looks like I scared away the ptarmigans. Hello, Mugwap. The run is going okay. Bordering on the not bad. Bordering on the I just seem to have scared away. Yeah, something I didn't want to scare away. Yes, I got a free fire out of it. It is cold,
Freezing.
but one thing I can do at least is go light a fire indoors and do some cooking. Ooh, it's not going to let me do that. Alright, well, we'll just cook outside.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Right, we'll just dash indoors for a very brief time, warm up, come back outside, grab the food. Ah. Hey, Donnie. Hello, Peanut. Let's see. Ah, you know what? We might be able to go after... Might go after the wolf after all. What is Peanut up to today, Donnie? Entertain us. Alright, let's see if we can get to our other wolf. Yeah, looks like we should be able to. Yay. No, you can run a bear on any run into a bear on any difficulty level. I've run into them on Voyager and Stalker and Interloper. There are no bears in this immediate area that I'm in. There are 3 wolves, 2 of which are dead, and 1 of which is over there somewhere. And that's not quite the expression I would use. Oh, I forgot. I already got the... I already got the goodies. Yes. For this? Yes, absolutely. In fact, more than enough. I exceeded what I needed from that fire by a significant margin. Oh, yeah. Let's go grab the deer. actually.
Can't feel my feet.
Oh, right. Does that mean more money, Danny? Oh, I didn't want to do that. That was foolish. Oh, yeah, that's the Aurora. Yeah, I can't. It's not. It's too frozen at the moment. But I can cook up. Can cook up some bits. No, no, it's the Aurora. I don't know if you're familiar. Basically, the lore is there is essentially, if you know what the Carrington event was in 1859, which was a massive coronal mass ejection that headed for Earth, it had a side effect of allowing the telegraph systems to be operated despite the fact they weren't hooked up to batteries. So what essentially we've got going on here is a Carrington type event that is going to last continuously for, well, somewhere between 40 and 400 years. So, oh yeah, no, I've had stuff dropped while I've been harvesting. So essentially, most electronics don't work until the Aurora. Now, the whole thing about the Aurora getting the electronics to work is a bit. But that's the basic lore of what happened. The event that they propose isn't realistic in any way, shape, or form, because it basically means, and they have compared it with the Carrington event, but that really doesn't explain what's happening, because the Carrington event, which was a coronal mass ejection, coronal mass ejections are pretty much one direction. So for the Carrington event, we got hit by a coronal mass ejection. And by the way, that can happen anytime. For it to be a continual event, that means the sun would be having to have a coronal mass ejection in all directions all the time, so that as the Earth orbits the sun, we would constantly be going through coronal mass ejections. It would also mean that the sun is losing mass, extremely quickly. Oh, I didn't get the hide. But, you know. Yeah, that's entirely possible. Yeah, I've got time. The ptarmigans appear to have done a runner on me, unfortunately. Thank you very much, ptarmigans. But there is that third wolf we can try and go after. Oh, no, no. In fact, in reality, I think you would find that most electronics wouldn't be working. But, you know, for storytelling purposes, okay, we'll let them get away with it. Yeah. The other problem with the game, of course, is that sooner or later everybody dies. If you're playing it properly. Granted, you know, my definition of playing it properly is once you're dead, you're dead. And that is actually kind of optional. But where am I going? Oh, I'm going up here. Because there is... I have died on camera. I don't even get to lie about how many times I've died. Every single one of my deaths is a matter of record. Right. I am just going to do my usual at this point, which is have a potty break. So I will be back in a couple of minutes. Yeah, almost everybody has longer in the game than I do. I've got 800 hours, I think it is. 838.8 hours total. My longest run was a stalker run, which I got bored with at about day 600. And that's when I switched to interloper. This is my longest interloper run, and I'm approaching 90 odd days. So I'm getting there. But everybody watching this is more experienced than I am. No, Misery is the toughest. Misery is like, I've never tried Misery. Misery is like Stalker, but not as nice. And I'm now trying to remember where the back road is. Is the back road's around that way, isn't it? Is it back here or down there? Yeah, we're going after the third wolf. Then we'll clear out the wolves on the lake, hopefully. And then we'll have a bear to go after. It took me forever to get a decent interloper run going. Oops, I want to extinguish that. And the other wolf should be down here. No, back when I first got started, I actually got started. Most people know this story, but you lot, the new people, don't. I got started sort of back during COVID. Back then, Dead was dead. There he is. In between COVID and me starting streaming, they changed it so you could, in quotes, cheat death. And yeah, I know the wolf's off to my... He's over there. No, but I think my description is probably still accurate. It's like interloper, but not as nice. There he is. Oh, wrong arrow. The wrong arrow. And I hit it with that. I hit it with the wrong arrow. I'm sorry, that's funny. Oh. That was another deer. Moment I had it up there, it was like, yep, that's definitely the wrong arrow. That's the first time I've actually had the wrong one by mistake. And of course I would have to do it in a way so that everybody can see. Make sure to link to my channel. There was one occasion where I did deliberately go, as an experiment, went after a deer just to see what would happen. Um, and yeah, that's when we discovered that, yeah, it doesn't work. So I've got about an hour. Ah, do you know what? I kind of forgot that. But yeah. Hey, at least it's definitive. We can safely say. We can safely say. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to do this the hard way. We can safely say that a fire-hardened arrow
I need to find a place to rest. It's dusk.
doesn't achieve what you might want.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
No, obviously not Ptarmies. Ptarmigan. At least I'm not calling them Capercaillies anymore. For the longest time I insisted on calling them Capercaillies.
Wait. I'm so cold, I'm warming up again.
You know, the chimes of doom over there. Oh, no, I don't play with mods or glitches. It's just a personal thing. Yeah, I'm going to. It has become a pattern, thanks to you, Eugene, that I check my torches. It gives me something to do when otherwise I would be force waiting my way through the game. I actually, it's probably my background as a systems engineer. I hate finding glitches. Well, not hate finding them, I hate using them. Because you never know how the game or the system is going to respond. And in my field... Oh, wow. Ah, I got to come back for that. Yeah, in my field, a glitch was absolutely something you did not want to have. Because if it crashed or did something unexpected, that meant literally meant money, and sometimes a lot of it. You really, really, really did not want glitches. So I've, after years of that kind of experience, essentially come to hate glitches and using them. So I mostly don't. Because they're not designed, they won't have been tested. Oh, come on. I shouldn't come up here, should I? I'm lost a bit. No. Okay, that's not where heading where I thought it was.
I might have to drop some gear.
Yeah, I can't see the warm cave. It's going to be better if I just head back home. Well, that's where I wanted to be. Yeah, I'll just head back home. Is it? Well, I've got to come back anyway, so... But for right now, no, I'm just going to head home. Everything should be safely dead. I'm going to get a good night's sleep, and this should do wonders for my cabin fever. Yes, I know. But I can get a good night's sleep, so... And I got some birch bark tea. And I didn't feel like spending all night out in the open. And while I have, as you may know, no objection to making my way through a blizzard, it's not something I would prefer to do. Yeah, we'll be fine. Unless a Sasquatch suddenly has taken residence in the house, I should be great. Did I? Yeah, hypothermia risk was alright. Not too bad. Oh, where's my water stash? Did I? Okay. I will check. Yeah, I don't want intestinal parasites. 94 days. How about that? Yes. There we go. Oh, this looks like it could be a good day. To go after that other deer. Oh yes, nothing like a bear to keep you in food for a while. Right, let's check the usual thing. Right, sticks. Yeah, I got plenty of food back in Mystery Lake. Uh, 2 bears. Yeah, 2 dead bears. Oh, nicely done. Now, I've got a meat pile back in Mystery Lake. Mental note to self, I've still got a whetstone back at the maintenance depot. Oh, yes. Yeah, I mean, all I gotta do is lure it in for a decent shot and bingo, I'm done. I didn't put it in here, did I? No, I did not. Yep. Yes, that's one of the reasons we are in this region. I'm probably going to make a run to the zone of contamination for the meat curing box rather than Bleak Inlet. Meat curing box. Yeah, the run into Bleak Inlet is not one I feel like doing at this point, mainly because of the timber wolves that inhabit the cannery. So zone of contamination is a better bet. Right, let's see what the weather's doing for us. I've got to clear all this wood out at some point. I'm not familiar with Ash Canyon. One thing I would probably do is I would need to check out Ash Canyon first. Well, thanks for stopping by, Officer Nasty. Always nice to see a new face. Okay, it's not too bad. Let's have a look. See if we can find our local friendly wolf. I did separate out the raw venison. I can't help but think I somehow... Well, like I said, when we get to that, I will probably do an exploratory run to learn it, which I have absolutely no compunction about doing. Yep. Absolutely. No, I don't. At least I don't think so. I have been in Ash Canyon. That's why I feel free to use a map or to
Come on.
do an exploratory run. Oh yeah. If there's one area I would really, really love to learn, it's oh grief, I can't remember what it's called now. That area that's directly off the transfer pass. Sundered Pass, yes, I would. Sundered Pass looks cool as hell. No, I'm going the right way. No, I'm definitely going the right way. I want to see what's on the lake. Oh, there's one of the wolves. I wanted to see what was down here. And so now I know there's at least 3 wolves, which apparently can see me in the doorway. Now, I wanted to see what's here, because when I came up this way there were no wolves. Now there's 3, so now I know. Ah, these are going to be a problem, aren't they? Now I've got the minor problem of harvesting them. Because I don't think I can't light a... I can't light a torch here, so I'm going to have to kill everything. Oh, I've set myself a challenge.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Oh. Yeah, that's not necessarily the best idea, is it? Have I got enough? I don't know if I've got enough time to get this going. Harvest the meat.
It worked.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this. Drat. Okay, and I'm getting too cold. I am going to have to abandon that temporarily. Oh, actually, I'm all right. Hang on a second. If I can just get this thing hot enough, I might be able to warm up. Ha. Yeah, that wolf doesn't seem to have gotten the idea that actually he's dead already. Come on, wolf. Here we go. Completely ignore the fact that your friends are dead there. Okay, I'm doing alright. Don't get too close to the fire. Where is the bear? Not seeing the bear. Best bet might be... we'll see. Come on. Irritating animal. He should be dying. Yes, I know. But half the time he appears on the lake, which makes for a much easier time of it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Forgot to shut the door behind me, and I'm probably going the wrong way for sticks. Talk about leaving it to the last minute. Where did I find that deer? Oh, there's the cave. I'm guessing this wasn't the cave to which you were referring. I can't remember where I found the deer. But I've got all the sticks from this area. Oh, there it is. All I need now is sticks. Have I got all the sticks around here? No. Look, one stick.
Feel my hands.
that I somehow missed. Oh, no. Well, this did not work out as planned at all. And in case you can hear barking, that's not in the game. That is next door neighbor's dogs. Oh. Sorry, I headed for the first cave I knew about. Yeah, sticky, sticky, sticky.
So cold.
Oh, no. That's a torch from when I made my way in here. Got a feeling I'm going to end up just abandoning this lot. At least for now. Come back tomorrow. Oh. So I should be... How about that? Let me just check something. I'm up to 17 dead. I was at 13. I think all the wolves here are dead.
I'll die if I don't warm up soon.
So perhaps what I can do is... You're supposed to be dead. Come back here. And we're back to this. Good morning, Atluxity. I'm playing ill-advised games with wolves, and we got a blizzard coming in. This is not going to work out well for me. Yep, we got a blizzard. And this is going to... Yep, hello, blizzard. Yep.
Damn. freezing.
Sorry. Dash home. Forgot to shut the gate. Forgot to shut the gate as well. Still. By my rough account, I did kill 3 wolves there. So the one that I was playing with right then wasn't one that I shot earlier. Well, I'll be honest, I haven't had it happen to me, but I have heard that they can, if not necessarily that gate. I have anecdotal evidence that possibly some gates they do go through. Again, somebody on this channel, not on this channel, who one subscriber did actually report that they'd had it come through the gates, but still. Oh, talking of which, has anybody heard from Anna? I did reach out on Discord, but I have not heard back. Has anybody heard back from Anna? So what I was oh, you know, I've had wolves. I think I'm pretty certain I've had wolves climb stairs when you didn't think they would. It sort of depends on the stairs. Where was the one where it came quite a long way up the stairs? I can't remember where that was. I was really surprised that they did actually come up the stairs. Can't remember where that was now. Relatively recently. All right, so one thing we can now do is fix some clothes. Yeah, everything needs fixing. Well, not everything. I think it sort of depends on the pathfinding. If you can sort of fiddle the pathfinding, not enough damp to really worry about it, to be honest. It's, yeah, everything's actually, I'm warming up very quickly here. But this is why I need rabbits and deer. Fix all this lot. Okay. Not gonna worry about it right now. Okay, what do we do? Now we... Oh, I was carrying food on me this whole time. That was silly. I'd kind of forgotten that. Well, while it's howling outside, let's collect our bits. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by, Mugwap. Much appreciated. As I said, it's always nice to see new viewers. Hopefully, they'll be around later. I run this every morning during the week at 8 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. And if you're interested, I will be running Warframe in 7.5 hours.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Hello, Anglo Arms. Yes, the person you want to talk to about safe house customization is Eugene there, but I have done the same. My frustration at not being able to find fur is almost legendary. But yeah, I've done some customization at various places. The Quincy's Quonset, built a went from one side of the map to the other so I could build a bearskin bed there. I've built woodworking benches and workbenches in various places, if necessary, cannibalizing the vices. Spent a lot of time doing that. Oops. Right now, I'm just trying to set myself up for a nice, stable survival situation. But right. Okay, I actually do have to take a potty break, so I will be back in a couple of minutes. Yes. Don't forget about the 6-slot stove. Right, what time is it? It is that time. Sorry, I know you can't see. My head is in the way for you to see what time it is. But if you're genuinely curious, I shall duck down out of the way there. And yes, I've had the discussion about moving the webcam um, image of me to somewhere else, but I've some games this works, some game this isn't too bad. I mean, you can tell what time of day it is. It's early. Right. Let's go find boxes. I think, yes, I did have a box there.
I could eat a horse.
Yeah, not going anywhere in this.
I could.
Little bit. Just a wee bit. Okay, this would be promising except for the fact that it is gusty. But I can do... No, ptarmigan aren't over there. Are they? Timies and sticks. It's actually technically a wee bit cold for me to doing the whole dashing after things, so I will go after sticks. While I can. I would like to have a serious word with the idea who thought that putting a silent P in front of ptarmigan was a good idea. I'm sure there's a good solid reason for it. There normally is, it's just not one we necessarily appreciate.
My fingers feel numb. too cold to think.
Okay, dash back and get warm. Oh, in a second. Right. Situation is not dramatically improving. Yay. Oh, and it's not too cold either. And I know this seems a little paranoid, but I'm decided to grab a torch now rather than later, just in case.
That did it.
Which way am I going? I don't want to suddenly find out that my rough estimation of how safe I am here has turned out to be completely wrong. No, this is positively mild weather. Yeah, but I could kind of have waited till I got to the end here, but I decided I didn't want to take the chance. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Eugene is going to say something like torch. Or if not Eugene, somebody. Oh, here we go again. Come on, Mr. Wolf. Had that happen a few times.
Come on.
Yeah, it's the thing that happened there was it was so close that it attacked me. I was close enough that I overrode the runaway or drop dead reflex that you would otherwise get. Yeah, the thing was, it was literally coming over a rise, so it was going to end up close regardless. Kind of surprised the wolf hasn't shown up, to be honest. The bear. I mean, here I am, all stinky, and butchering things, and that bear does not want to show up. Taking a bit of a chance here, I have to admit. And in case you're wondering at Luxity, yes, I have made a lot of progress. Just ask Eugene. Where is that bear? got 44 minutes to see if I can get a bit more stuff.
Too much stuff to carry.
Let's grab the meat. Yes, yeah, that's quite correct. And because the wolves are frozen, so it benefits me in that respect as well. Harvesting is quicker when the meat is frozen if you use the hacksaw. And yeah, it's repairable. But like I said, that was a frozen wolf, so...
Goddamn freezing.
Let's... I am really, really surprised I haven't run across the bear.
Too heavy.
Well, that's what I've been doing. But, actually, I could light this fire, couldn't I? At least I'm closer to the wolves that are here.
Come on. So cold. Just need to lay down for a bit.
Oh, I don't have enough water. And this isn't going to warm me either.
Feels like night is coming.
Yeah, that was not a good move.
making my head feel thick.
Alright, I think I've pushed my luck enough for now.
Something's gotta go.
Well, at least I've got food for a bit. Yeah, that was going to happen. And in principle, I should be safe from wolves around here. Should be. I hope. Yeah, I know. I know. It's a quick...
Never felt so cold in my life.
I was kind of hoping to get the bear while these wolves were dead, but that's not going to happen. And
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Mackenzie, shut up. I hope so. Now that we've got all the wolves out of the way, at least for now, it's probably going to be a case of hunt the wolves in the morning. Yeah, just in case. That's not a bad idea. So the one behind me should be the last one to respawn, and these two should be the first. It's been a couple of days, hasn't it? But I'm going to do the go around the edge technique. So today's thumbnail, of course, turned out to be fairly prophetic, even if I didn't actually stand on the car and shoot at the deer. Shoot at the wolf. That was Friday. Oh, you mean behind me? Yeah. I typically count on 4. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there were more. But I've only seen 3 here. 2 on the pond and 1 in the passage. I've never seen more than that. There ought to be more rabbits too, but apparently there are not. Okay, that's our raw meat. Right. Yeah, that was starting to eat into my... starting to eat into my health there. Still. So we got tea materials, we've got meat outside. I didn't get everything I wanted, but hey, I got all the meat from the wolves. Do I have 23 cloth on me? I do have 23 cloth on me. No, I don't think that really would have made a huge amount of difference. And I haven't finished collecting the cloth. There is more. Hey, let's see. Oops. Water. I do need water. At some point I'm going to have a... Yeah, I'm going to be running out soon. Yeah. There we go. You might think so. I couldn't possibly comment. What? This late in the day? It's going to ruin anything I do tomorrow because I'll wake up half asleep, but I do need water though, so...
I need to drop something.
It's not that tired. Oh, in the morning. I thought you meant right now. Actually, that would fit in with the nature of streaming, to be honest with you. Thought you were giving me odd advice there. I keep forgetting I can actually afford the odd match for that kind of thing. Actually, yeah. From a streaming point of view, that actually is very good advice. Cook the meat. Oh yeah, this is freezing out here. No, from a streaming point of view, that would be good. It would give, yeah, keep things working until, yeah, because we're now starting to get to the point where going after the remaining bits and pieces and facing down the wolves and so on and so forth and what have you is oh, wait a second, wait a second. Could I get... I don't think I can, but we'll try. Hang on a second. I don't think that's going to be a free fire, is it? Don't think so. And that's assuming I can get one lit, which I can't. No. Ah. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Oh, it is. It is. Now I've got to get... Now I've got to get the torch into the house without it going out.
All right.
Hey, how you doing, Chris? What? We have had auroras down this far south. But what did you mean? What would I do if the same scenario as occurs in the long dark were to occur right now across the rest of the world? Panic and probably die. Most people would die. It almost doesn't matter how good you are. How good you are might be at survival. Most people would just die. So what I would try to do, though, is I would try and make it south to be with my son. So my first inclination would be go find my son. So that's the first thing I would think of. No, that would be my first inclination. I don't. No, to be honest with you, if it happened right now, it would just burn everything out. And yeah, no, then I would. Yeah, and the funny thing is, because I've read zombie novels and this kind of thing and post-apocalyptic novels, what would happen? Yeah, my very it honestly it depends. Initially, there would be a lot of people still alive. So, I mean, that assumes, of course, that yeah, it's going to depend on the precise situation. But my first priority would probably be go find my son. Because if it hit like this, most cities would turn into chaos in a very few days because they'd run out of food. If you've got no method of getting food into the cities and towns, people will starve to death. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Yeah, everything would just go bang and it would go out. But in realistic terms, no, pretty much immediate straight off, everybody starts dying. And we don't have any infrastructure designed to deliver food without trucks and trains, and if they're not running, which they probably wouldn't be, then yeah. The maximum amount of time a city or a town could last without food deliveries every single day is it's not that long. It's 2 or 3 days. It's a surprisingly short amount of time. So oh yes, I know. So my inclination would be grab my son and presumably his mother. Um, Head into the countryside would be my inclination. Not that I am particularly well prepared to survive off the land. I am arguably a bit better prepared than most, simply because, I have some small knowledge of survival, which most people do not. Most people probably have less knowledge of how to survive living off the land than I do. I would, once I picked up my wife and son, well, yeah, maybe my son, you'd have to vary. Uh, Probably look for weapons. And the thing is, you've got to be careful about that because if you're in a town, there are gun shops in most cities. So you'd want to avoid that. Probably focus on making bushcraft bow, that kind of thing. I can make a bundle bow. I know how to do that. I have made them in the past. Arrows, a little bit more difficult, honestly, than the bow itself, but that's possible. And here's the thing. I don't need to make perfect arrows. I just need something that's stable for short range. 2 fletchings on an arrow would do, and with practice you could do it. I mean, people have been making arrows from scratch since time immemorial. How hard can it be? 2 fletchings on an arrow will work.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I imagine that under those circumstances, a lot of the knowledge that I got buried away in my head would probably come to the surface. So I've got a lot of knowledge, arguably, but no experience. I have had practice with a bow. I happen to know that I am better with a bow than most people who have never used one because I understand the principles. I know how to, if necessary, use a sighting pin, and I know how about consistency so that everything lands in the same place. It's not easy, but the reality is, no, I would probably die just as fast as anybody else. I would probably spend, if I could, depending on the circumstances, I would probably spend a bit of time. I would probably spend a bit of time practicing how to make a fire using a bow drill. Got to learn how to make a bow drill, but I mean, very, very quickly try and get some practice in on that. It's very tempting to say go raid camping stores, food stores, but then you get a problem with everybody else is going to be doing the same thing, and that's going to get you killed because everybody else is going to be panicking and what have you. One thing I would probably not do is start driving because the roads are going to be clogged. Probably learn how to make a sling. A sling can be a very, very useful weapon if you're any good with it. I would probably walk cross country, try and avoid people as much as possible, especially during the early stages, because people are going to be starving. And that's going to be a problem. The thing is, then you've got to decide where is it that you would want to try and survive. Now, this is England, which means we don't necessarily have... where would you go? You'd have to consider that. Do you head somewhere where... yeah. Again, I don't think that staying in towns and cities and villages would be a good idea, simply because everybody's going to be starving to death there. Oops. Catapults are not as easy to hit with as you might think, albeit I'm out of practice and I never was any good, but I know the principle of the thing. Of course, there are a few problems. If you did find, a rifle or a shotgun, the noise it makes is going to attract attention from people, which you probably don't want to happen. Oh, blast. I forgot to check my... I forgot to keep an eye on the fire. What an idiot I am. Oh, I've got some more meat here. Huh, I didn't realise.
Come on.
Sorry about that, Donnie.
Yeah, pretty well. This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I mean, I spent a bit of my youth hunting and fishing, well, mostly hunting and shooting. So I'm sure some of that knowledge would come back. No, I was a quite the country boy. In a way that it's actually not that common in the UK. Now, I'm trying to think where the best. I mean, ideally, if you're stuck in the country and you're looking for a place to survive, bearing in mind the weather, I have an inclination to walk south as far as I can so that we have milder winters at the very least. Because winters up here or further north uh, can be, yeah, they can be terrible. But down south, it's, yeah, if you, I don't know. I mean, it's fanciful. I mean, we might not be able to. Yeah. Right. Well, that ended up being moderately well timed. Okay, we have a bit of a meat pile. Enough for a couple of days, hopefully. And then the wolves will respawn and I can reshoot them.
I need to drop something.
Ah, there's the bear. He is there. It's almost tempting to take a shot at him, but I doubt from up here it would do that properly. It's very tempting to take a shot at him. No, I'm not going to. But that's not actually that far. The arrow under realistic circumstances would certainly carry. I'm sure there are people who have shot the bear from this position. Well, at least we have confirmation that he's there. Yep, and we've come up to over 2.5 hours, so I don't have time left to go out after the bear right now and negotiate the various wolves. That's going to be a thanks. Thanks very much. That's something to look forward to. So what I'm probably going to do at this point is bring this to an end. And then tomorrow, yeah, bear hunt probably. Which means I have to save this right now so that I can just continue, seeing as we just hit a save point. But we're still alive. Well, it could be a Mrs. Bear. We don't know. For all the ones that we've killed, they don't ever show a bit where you check the undercarriage. Now pocket knives were a thing for me from about the age of 10. I've still got my very first pocket knife, which has followed me around the world somehow. I've still got it. I've got an old Victorinox. I say it's old, it's still pretty much functional. I've still got it. I'm amazed. That thing must be 40 years old. Every other knife I've ever owned has been lost, taken by um, airport security on one occasion. Oh, thanks. Way to make me feel young. No. Yeah, that. No! Oh, no! Oh, no. You know, I just said it was 40 years old? I'm wrong. That knife is 50 years old. Yeah, it's literally behind me. I've still got it. It's 50 years old. Good grief. I hadn't even thought about it like that. I've had it most of my life, and it's a half century old. And still, it needs a bit of a clean, but it's perfectly usable and perfectly functional. Still use it. Right. Oh no, mine's literally an old Victorian ox. Well, looks like a tanto and is a tanto. If it's a short blade, slightly curved chisel point, there you go. Oh, very nice. Yeah, because I don't think they've got. I don't. The Japanese have and have had for some considerable time rules about taking swords out of Japan. Don't think that applies to tantos. Doesn't apply to spears, but it does apply to katana. I'm not sure about wakizashi or any of the others, but so needless to say, to everyone who doesn't know me, I'll be back this evening, most likely with Warframe. It's the beginning of the week, which means lots to do in Warframe, or lots to distract me. What I really ought to do is play some Soulframe, but whatever, we'll see what happens. I will obviously be back tomorrow with more of this. Try and go bear hunting tomorrow. I've got to come up with a thumbnail of me hunting a bear again. Yeah, hope you all have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Hug your fur babies. I will see you all next time.